Hey there, superstars. Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for the latest crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. Please like, subscribe, and share it to anybody that you think might want to know more about crypto and help me get up to 100 subscribers. Also, comment below. Let me know what you want to learn about in the world of crypto. Also, watch out for scammers. Notice there was a weird comment yesterday. Someone posts a question and then three other people randomly answer saying, "Oh my God, I did the same thing." Yeah, if it looks weird, it is weird. All right, let's check out Trade the Chain. This goes over sentiment, daily sentiment, and also specifically for tokens. Goes through Twitter, and you can see right here for synthetics specifically, the tweets are up 245%, so something must be happening with that. But if you take a look at the Bitcoin daily sentiment, it is up above 50, or it's at 54, above 50. And Ethereum is at 58, so that moved up a bit. But you can see that basically things are going sideways for Ethereum and Bitcoin. And what does that mean? That means that the alts are playing. So let's take a quick look at that. If you take a look at the coins, I was in here earlier. And if you go into sorting it by daily sentiment, the very bullish, I've never seen so many tokens that are very bullish. Usually maybe 10, max 10. This is 15. And then it keeps going on for bullish until, yeah, 50. Okay, so everything's pumping right now. And usually what they say is the indicator is meme coins. It used to be Doge, but apparently it's Shiba Inu that's pumping and kind of leads a little mini altcoin cycle. Is what it looks like now. So as you can see right here, Bitcoin has been going a bit sideways for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days now. Okay. What we want to see is we want to see it just above this 20 SMA, 20-day SMA. So at 59.6, that's where we want to hold. Anything below that, you're going to see a dip and everything else is going to go with it. All right, let's get right into it. What are we seeing? We're seeing inflation narrative continuing in all the news and a lot of the YouTubers talking about it. All right, so this is Anthony Pompliano. This Jack Twitter. Actually, let's start here. Twitter and Square CEO Jack Dorsey says hyperinflation will happen soon in the U.S. and around the world. So he tweeted that and had a lot of responses to it. And you see a lot of people from the traditional world not liking that. And one of the responses was from Steve Hanke. It says there have been 62 certified hyperinflations in world history. At present, no country is experiencing hyperinflation. Jack should know better than to tweet irresponsible public statements. And what they go into after this is that inflation is only what the government defines it as. So if it's under 50% for the year of traditional CPI, then it's not hyperinflation. But essentially what's happening is over the years they've taken several of the indicators like food, rent, and essentially all the things you should be counting, and they don't put it in there. So they're saying that inflation's only going up by 4% currently, which is not true because they're not taking everything into account. They're using an outdated system. Also here, China GDP disappoints. Third quarter growth slows to 4.9. So which is an issue because if the entirety of the economy slows down, that means that things are going to get harder and harder for everybody. And uh, just like the supply chain issue that we have right now, if you can't get what you need, that means that the supply lessens and prices go up, which increases inflation. All right, so I skipped one here. All right, so essentially this is talking more about tricking the public about CPI and inflation. So right here, this is a chart of price inflation for all items since 1913. Notice they say all items, okay? Not true. And it goes into Investopedia, the definition here. And let's read it out. Originally, the CPI, oops, let's move this out. Originally, the CPI was determined by comparing the price of a fixed basket of goods and services spanning two different periods. In this case, CPI was a cost of goods index. However, over time, the U.S. Congress embraced the view that the CPI should reflect changes in the cost to maintain a constant standard of living. Consequently, the CPI has evolved into a cost of living index. Over the years, the methodology used to calculate CPI has undergone numerous revisions. According to the BLS, the changes remove biases that cause the CPI to overstate the inflation rate. The new methodology takes into account changes in the quality of goods and substitution, the change in purchases by consumers in response to price changes the relative weighting of the goods in the basket. The overall result tends to be a lower CPI. However, critics view the methodological changes and the switch from a COGI to a COLI as a purposeful manipulation that allows the U.S. government to report a lower CPI. So what it does is change what they put in the news so that things don't look like they're out of control, which they are, unfortunately, which is why we get into crypto. We want to find another way to increase our income when everything around us is going up and we don't make any more in our wages. All right, so as they were attacking him, and you can go ahead, if you have Twitter, look up Jack Dorsey, read the thread. They're attacking him, saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. He shouldn't be saying these things. One guy even said that hyperinflation is like the word divorce. You just don't use it. Okay, well, these are people that are used to hiding the truth. All right, so what Pompliano puts up here is what people don't realize is that Twitter has real data. They have data that's put out in real time because people post it there. So they have these analytics available. And don't think that they don't use it. Most people don't realize how many products Square has. They have the Square Reader, a physical device that allows mobile phones to process payments. Guess what? They track that. Square Register, more traditional register for merchants. Virtual gift cards, Cash App, consumer mobile app for banking services, investing. Square Capital Financing to merchants, Square Payroll, Square Financial Services, Credit Karma Tax, acquired and integrated into Cash App, and Afterpay. Square acquired the Buy Now Pay Later giant. So they have all this real-time information, and you know they're taking, maybe they're not taking your personal information, but they know a good amount of the money that's being spent and what it's being used for. So he has quite a lot of information. All right, so moving on, good news. This is a major announcement by MasterCard. MasterCard is preparing to announce that any of the thousands of banks and millions of merchants on its payments network, we're talking about MasterCard, okay, on its payments network, can soon integrate crypto into their products. That includes Bitcoin wallets, credit and debit cards that earn rewards in crypto and enable digital assets to be spent, and loyalty programs where airline or hotel points can be converted into Bitcoin. Okay, and they partnered with Bakkt, B-A-K-K-T. Go look that up. It exploded today. It's a traditional finance company that works in crypto. So this is the future. Things are happening. Things are moving towards crypto. Now is the time to get in with any type of exposure that you can. I suggest, not advice, but what I did was DCA, dollar cost average. When I could put money in, that's what I did. So keep watching on this channel for projects that you might want to take a look at. If I'm bringing it to you, then you can do more research on it. Maybe something that's maybe that's something you could invest into. All right, look at that, perfect. All coins to watch. All right, so you can't see it up here, but it's Zilliqa, Z-I-L-L-I-Q-A. So it's ticker symbol ZIL. You can find that on crypto.com. And it was just announced that they hired, I believe it was the CEO or maybe the CTO, technical officer of Spotify. They are now working with them. So they're moving into that field. And what they're offering is for artists who usually have a lot of middlemen that take all the money. they're offering that they put the music there and they essentially give it right to the people. So if they create an NFT, and that is either an album or their song, they can program it into that NFT that every single time that switches hands or is sold to somebody, they get a royalty off of it immediately. It's instantaneous. It's programmed into it. So this is a whole new world, and you better believe that all these people that have been getting money essentially stolen from them all these years because of all these different people that are involved and in the contracts, you better believe that they're going to start moving towards this. And believe it or not, Audius is another one that has been doing this for a while. And one of my favorite guys, Bill Noble here from Token Metrics, was using his chart and saying it is right on the edge. Usually when you see the chart and that it keeps hitting a trend line, about this many times, it will break through. So just watch for it. It's something to notice. But again, it is something very similar to what they're trying to do over here. Zilliqa actually is its own chain, and audio is on a chain. All right, Phantom. Now this was from yesterday, and let's see what that. I want to see what this price actually was. All right, let's get this out of here. Okay, but yeah, okay, so this trend line was 250 here. Now, when I watched this yesterday about midday, it was 292. It went all the way up to 337. What he was pointing out was that there are no more, they call these GAN lines. There were no more restrictions all the way up to $4. Okay, they do a show every Monday, and they always put out things to watch for. I highly suggest that you check it out. Link is in below for this specific one. But a lot of their calls are right. Okay, so if you want to get more information about a specific token, or maybe you want some insight on what I do is I hear about a specific token, I do some research on it, but I would like some clarification from someone who's smarter than me that knows charts on top of the fundamentals of why I like the project. If I want something more than just fundamentals and I've been waiting to buy it maybe to get it, then I'll watch for a chart like this, like audio. I got into specifically because I was in down here and I sold out here, missed the gains, but that's cool. Got out of it. I've been waiting for another re-entry position, and this looks like the perfect position because it looks like it's about to break out. So I use people that are smarter than me in specific areas to make my decisions. All right, so follow up on last week. I put this out here last week for you guys, saying Galaxy Digital. It is someone who works with specifically cryptos, and they were showing this wedge, and they said most likely it's going to break out, and it was at 2350, and yesterday it was at 2653. So go check out the ticker GLXY. I don't do traditional finance and stocks, so that wasn't an option for me. But all right, here's the clincher, the finish. Anthony Scaramucci from Skybridge Capital CEO, very respected and big advocate for crypto, says an avalanche of institutions to descend on crypto markets over the next 12 to 18 months. So what I've been hearing a lot, one of the other narratives is once Bitcoin gets over 100K, that's when a lot of people will say, okay, or sorry, a lot of institutions, larger institutions that do want to get exposure to it, they just want it to be more viable. They want it to be more of a standard. So once it gets up to 100K and the market cap is larger, then they're going to get into it, and that's something that they're talking about here. All right, guys, that is everything for today. Please like, subscribe, comment below, ask questions if there's something that you don't know. If you want to know what a term is, go and put it in the comments below. All right, see you tomorrow.